Hello friends, welcome to the tutorial on making of a Fruit Ninja game in Scratch, and currently we are in the part 4. So let's see what we have done so far in our game. If I click in the green flag and our apple gets thrown in the air, and we can cut our apple by pressing the click mouse button and like this. And we also get a cool sound effect here. And today we are going to make our slicing of the fruit more satisfying by introducing the particles of the fruits. So right now we can see we can cut the fruit in half like this, and we are going to make it more satisfying by introducing more particles for our apple or the fruits, so that when we cut the fruit, more particles just press out from the fruit. So let's make that. So to make that, we will do the similar things that we have done for the apple slices. So let's make the particles. For that, let's choose a sprite and let's paint our own fruit particles. So here, let me just write here the sprite name fruit particles particles. So I named the sprite fruit particles because we are going to include different particles for the fruit, not just for the apple. Yeah, so our Fruit Ninja game will have different fruits to cut, and they will have different types of particles. So that's why but for this tutorial, let's make the apple particles. So the first costume will be apple particles. So let's me just select a circle, and then let's select a red color for our apple. That's good. And let me select the outline about 2, and let me draw a small circle. This must looks good. Okay, this is one of the particle, and let me just duplicate this particle or copy it. Control C, Control V, and let me just zoom in a little bit and again paste. So let me make a little bit of more particles. Control V, Control V. Okay, this much is enough for the particle. Okay, this will be the fruit particle, and this is for the apple. So this is a circular apple particle. Next, let me make another particle for the apple as well. So let me just click on paint, and here I'm going to make some chunks. So the selection of color is okay, and I'll use a brush tool and I'll just paint something here. The chunks, make it irregular sizes and just spread them over the paint area like this. Okay, these are some of the apple chunks, and these are the apple particles, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so I made 2 types of chunks for the apple, or the particles for the apple. One is looks like circular shape, and another is irregular shape, and that looks good. And let me get back to the code, and we have got the fruit particle sprite, and we will do similar thing as we have done with the apple, but with a twist. So let's get to the fruit particle, and first let's go to events, drag away green flag, click block, and next we are going to hide the particles first because we don't want to show the particle at first. So let's go to the looks, go downwards and drag hide block here. So now when we click on the green flag, our particle will be hidden, and we are going to show the particle only after we slice the apple. So let's go to the apple and let's see where we have sliced the apple. So here, so start kill sound, hide, and broadcast slice apple. Yeah, so we have broadcasted the slice apple, and we have waited. Means we can create the particle when we receive the slice apple message. So let's go to the fruit particle here, and let's go to events, go downwards and drag when I receive a message block, and here we are going to select slice apple message. Great. Yeah, And next, if we receive the slice apple message, we are going to create some particles. So create the clone of this particle, fruit particle. So let's do that. Okay, for that we have actually made two costumes for the particle. Yeah. Okay, let's create the clone first. Okay, we are going to create about 5 clones of the particle first. So let me go to the control and drag a repeat block, and here I'm going to write 5. So we are going to create about 5 particles of this fruit particle. And to create a clone, let's go to control, go downwards, and there is a create clone of myself block. Drag it inside the repeat block like this. So when I receive slice apple, I'm going to repeat the creating of clone 5 times. And after we have created the clone, let's me drag when I start as a clone block like this. And after this, we need to go towards this apple first, yeah, or whatever it is. So let me make a variable that will store the sprite name of that fruit. So let's me make a variable called, create a variable called SLICED, sliced fruit. So this variable will store whatever fruit we slice. Okay, name of the sprite. So right now it's at 0. That means we haven't sliced anything. So if we slice a fruit, then means here I am going to set the sliced fruit to that the name of the sprite. So let me just drag a set my variable block just above the repeat block like this. So when I receive slice apple, so let me just create set the sliced fruit to the name of the sprite, that is, so this should be the name of the sprite, APPLE. So let me write APPLE exactly. Okay, so I set the fruit to sliced fruit to apple. So as I receive the slice apple, yeah, so this will store apple if we receive slice apple broadcast. Next, when I receive a clone, when I start as a clone, that means this fruit particle starts as a clone, then we need to check if it's an apple or not. Yeah, for that let me go to the control and drag a if block like this. Yeah, and we are going to check if the sliced fruit is apple or not. If it is apple, then we are going to create the particles or change the costume to the particles of the apple, because we are going to make a lot of other particles, for example pineapple particles, banana particles. That's why we need to check which particle to switch to, which costume to switch to. That's why. So let's get back to code here and let's check if the sliced fruit is apple or not. So let me go to the operator and drag a equals to operator inside the if block like this, and let's go to the variables and drag a sliced fruit variable and the left part of the equal to operator, and on the right part we are going to check if it's apple or not, APPLE apple. So if the sliced fruit is apple, then we are going to change the costume to apple's particle. So let's go to the looks and drag a switch costume block inside the if block like this, and inside here switch costume block we are going to choose any between these two particles. So we have got two particles here, one is circular and another is random size, random shape. So let me go here back in the code, and here we are going to just pick a random particle, random costume between these two costumes. So for that let me go to operators, drag a pick a random number block and place it inside the switch costume block like this, and next we are going to switch the costume between 1 and 2 costume. So let me go to the costumes. So these are the 1 costume and this is 2 costume. So we randomly pick between these 2 costumes, and after that what do we do is after that we go to the apple next. Yeah, So after that, let me go to here, where is it, in the motions, and let me drag the go to block after the if block, and we are going to go to this sprite, the apple sprite. So for that we can use the variable, the sliced fruit variable. So let's go to the variables and drag a sliced fruit variable inside the go to block like this. So it will go to the sliced fruit, whatever it is. If it's apple, it will go towards apple. If it's banana, it will go towards banana, and whatever the sliced fruit will store, it will go to that place first. And after that, we are going to go to motions and drag what is it, point in direction block after that, and we are going to point our particles in both direction, from this direction to this direction. That means from -180 to 180. So for that, let me go to operators and pick a random number block, and we are going to pick the directions from -180 to 180. So it will go everywhere. And after that, let's set the variables of this particle. So for that, we will do the similar thing that we have done in the sliced apple. For example, we will create its own gravity, x velocity, y velocity, like that. So let me go to the fruit particles and go to variables and make some variables of its own. For that, let me click on the make a variable, and here we are going to choose for this sprite only, and we are going to make gravity variable. Click OK. Okay, so fruit particle has its own gravity variable. Next, click on the make a variable, and also for this sprite only, x velocity variable. Click OK, and after that, let me make another variable for this sprite only, y velocity. Click OK, and let's not rotate our particle because they are too small. So we have got these three variables. Now let's set these three variables. Drag a set my variable block 3 times, and let's select the gravity at first, yeah, and let's make it -2. Next, let's set the x velocity, and let's set it to a random number. So let me go to operators and pick a random number block, and we are going to pick random number from -5 to 5 for x velocity, and let's select y velocity for the third one, and we are going to pick a random number block, and we are going to pick random velocity from 6 to 12. Okay, so it will be going towards the up, and once gravity acts on it, it will start going downward. And this is we have set every variables. Now let's repeat these motions. So let's go to the control and drag a repeat block, and we are going to repeat in a random fashion. So let's go to the operator and pick a random number block here also, and let's pick random number from about -20 to 25 would be okay. And next, what we are going to do is, first let's go to the variables and drag a change variable block at first, and we are going to change the y velocity by gravity. So let me drag a gravity variable here, and after that we are going to change the x and y position of the particle. For that, let's go to the motions, go downwards, and drag a change x block and change y block here, and we are going to change the x position of the fruit particle by x velocity and y position by y velocity. So let's go to the variables and drag x velocity and change x by, and y velocity and change y by block like this. And After that, what we are going to do is let's change the ghost effect of this particle also. So let me go to looks, go downwards, drag a change color effect block. After this, inside the repeat block, and we are going to change the ghost effect by about 3. And after we have repeated several times from 20 to 25 times, we are going to delete our particle. So for that, let me go to the control, go downwards and drag and delete this clone block. And that's it. So we have created the code for our particle, and let's see if our code is right or wrong. So let me click on the green flag, and does anything happen? Nothing happens. So we haven't showed the particle. Let's show the particle. Stop it. Let me go back to the fruit particles. So we have created it, but we have hidden it at first, and it's just remained hidden. So here we are going to show our particle. So let's go to looks menu, drag show block. Let me just place it just below the pointing direction block like this. Okay, here. So it goes to the fruit and it points in random direction. After that, it will show. So let's see. Click on the green flag and put the particle. Yeah. So let me get rid of this variable. So let me get rid of these variables from the screen. We don't want it. Okay. Let's click on the green flag, and I got the and all the particles goes out from the apple look, and this effect looks more satisfying. Yeah. And that's it, guys. For this tutorial, we created the fruit particles, and next in the next video we will also create the sliced juice that is stick in the wall of this background, and that will make it more satisfying, and it will look more satisfying also, and it will be very satisfying to play the game as well. So thank you guys for watching this tutorial. If you like it, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe my channel, and I'll see you next time.